I want to be a role model.
I want to be recognized for my talent.
I want to make it big.
If you want to come to the University of Illinois School of Music and you want to play the euphonium, right? We already understand what that path looks like for you. If you want to be a hip hop artist or hip hop producer, where do you start?
The field of music education historically has not engaged well or even at all with hip hop musicians. Music education as a field, schools of music broadly and colleges of music around the country and K-12 practices around the country have often not centralized Black American musical practices or Black American bodies in spaces. Since you feel to stay here so long, I know it's all up. So the hip hop camp was just something we wanted to try. We had no idea who was going to come out or really what it was going to look like. It was me and Professor Lamont Holden with a couple of artists and a handful of kids. And because we were focused on the kids and not a particular product that it had to look like, we had an awesome time because the kids are amazing and they're brilliant and they're funny and they're weird and and they can do amazing things when given the space and the opportunity.
A lot of the youth come to camp already with a lot of experiences around hip hop. So some of them are already rapping, some of them are already making beats, but we meet, students where they're at. Really, the camp is just focused on original lyric creation. We work on how do you hold the microphone? We work on stage presence, things of that nature, so that they're really able to understand that hip hop is more than just writing a rhyme and spitting it for your friends, but it's also you need to understand how to rock a show, how to interact with the crowd. The producing side of things, we focus on how to use a DAW. So basically, digital audio workstations. So someone's making a beat, someone else is working on rhymes, and we kind of collaborate so that they can put together a track.
While we're teaching hip hop, we're also teaching students that this is a possible career path, right? I don't believe that everybody believes that art is a real career, but we need art. That movie would be really quiet without music. That drive will be really bad without music, right? That quinceañera would be mad dry without music. We need it. It's a fact, right? The value of the music is changing. The music industry is changing. And I want you to face that head on, because now you gotta make a decision. Do you wanna be a star or do you love music? And once you decide that you love music, you're gonna make the music anyway. Now we have to be more creative and think outside the box about how we get that music out, about how we get the attention of people, about how we get people to listen.
I choose to get it, not wait for it to come.
I choose love over fear.
Hip hop makes and remakes all the time. When we have something like a summer camp where kids are coming to make music, I have no idea what they're gonna make. I don't really know until we meet them. Their art, their music, their creation, their expression, that is the central focus. It is them. We ask them to be 100% themselves, to bring all of who they are and express that. There is no expectation for them to recreate a particular style or to speak on a particular topic, or that they're gonna even learn a very specific particular skill set. They're here to be themselves, and that is beauty in itself. That is so important, and that I think is also pretty radical.
I think one of the most special things about hip hop camp is that even though I'm the music educator here, the kids are really the experts. They're the ones who know the most, and honestly, I learned more from them throughout this week than they learned from me.
They don't have to know what I know. I love hip hop, but I'm old. And at this point in hip hop, I'm ancient. So I think having that mix in our camp of the artists who are practitioners of the culture, and then having educators who know a lot of things about teaching and learning, but maybe not specific to hip hop, working together as a team, that brings out the best kind of in everybody.
The community within specifically ISYM hip hop is so thick and saturated. We all care for each other so much. It's like a family. So it's like I'm coming back for it feels like a birthday party, for a cookout, rather than I have to go do a job, I have to come teach,
Really, it's an ecosystem that sort of sustains itself because everybody who's there is empowered to be themselves and to bring what they have, and everybody has cultural wealth to bring.
It's a different mix, not only of different ethnicities and different ages, but also different genre. We're doing hip hop, so we have MCs, but we also have singers, and we're making a big show and including both, and keeping the crowd hype when it needs to be, keeping the crowd mellow when it needs to be, and creating a space where everybody can have a voice and equally be seen for their music and for who they are.
I am a poet.
I feel welcomed.
I'm a producer.
I'll say when I first started my beat, I didn't know what to do at all. I was just playing with the keyboard, just trying to find something that was like, ooh, ooh.
We started doing this and I was like, this is hard. This is really difficult to do. But like, you know, I had these amazing leaders, these counselors who were by my side, walking me through every step. They were there for me, and I appreciate them so much.
It's really great getting to show like rookies the ropes, and I feel it's kind of special. It's like heartwarming getting to see them. Like I was there in their place like 5 years ago, but now I'm teaching them how to do it, and it feels really awesome.
Everybody's on their own different type of music journey. Not everybody's gonna be a pro at everything, and everybody's nervous at one point.
I'm noticing that this space is teaching kids how to have grace with themselves with something so vulnerable as music. That's their baby. But knowing that sometimes the intent is great, but learning that there is a joy in having grace with yourself if it's not as perfect as you think, if it's not as finished, and teaching them that it's okay. Each part of their journey and each part of their creativity is worthy. It doesn't matter if it's complete or not.
When I even heard that there was a performance at the end of the week, I was actually begging my mom to unenroll me from the camp.
I'm scared, but you know, it's my first time performing on stage. Like, it's also really exciting, so.
We promote that we are everybody's #1 fan. Even if you have experienced artists who are more used to being on stage, that definitely helps with confidence building.
When people are on the mic, they're testifying. You can't simulate that in any other space. You have to be together and you have to share that experience together, because it's not just about you speaking your truth, it's about you speaking your truth in a context of other people who are hearing your truth and receiving that.
It's really just like a relief. Honestly, like I get to showcase to all my family and friends what I've been learning here.
The best part is when people are singing your lyrics back to you, the ones that you wrote. It's the greatest feeling.
It's definitely a lot different when you go to like Canopy Club where all these big people have performed, and it's like, wow, someone's actually like taking time out of their day to come here and listen to someone else rap on my beat that I made. I don't know, it's just kind of cool that the community will like come together for something like this camp.
Maybe more so now than ever, the economic challenges of putting on a camp like this are real and present. And so what's worth it to go through this kind of administrative hurdles and the institutional challenges and the fundraising, you know, that needs to happen in order to make this accessible and valuable? It's the people. So if I was to name like what are the things I'm most excited about and most proud about the camp, I would just give you a list of names of people, and I would point to their albums, and I would point to the work they've done and the people they've become.
This week, this ISYM Camp Week, is quite literally the highlight of my year. This is the standout week that I look forward to every year.
To the young children, take advantage of these opportunities. This is crucial. You guys are young, you guys are still being molded into who you are gonna be. If you guys start now, believe in yourself, be inspired, and work, you will be great.
I'm a masterpiece mastering peace.
I am enough.
I am talented, I am worthy, I am me.